flamethrowers. Yeah, at Salp, we're sort of an umbrella organization. We are about leadership and engagement, so we work with all the student organizations that are not rec clubs and campus rec. What makes Salp such a special place? The people?
There is no Salp without Al. I have to account for some things now.
When we hired Darren, he was so worried about fitting in and being accepted because he has SMS.
Sudden Muppet syndrome. It's not a real thing. It's kind of my thing. It's not a real medically diagnosed disease. But whenever I feel sad or angry or frustrated or really any emotion, whenever I feel an emotion, I deal with it like a Muppet would.
At Salp, we celebrate each other's differences.
I'm legally blind, and I'm legally blind. At Salp, they don't see me for my disabilities, they see me for my abilities. They don't call me any funny names like, you know, Blindy or Eagle Eye.
HR told us not to do that.
I'm Andy. I'm the new office manager. I just got started. It hasn't even been a full week. I'm excited. I could have gone to a few different places. I was looking at U of O, like I could have gone there. Yeah, I could have gone to U of O.
I'm the junior accountant at Salp. I fill in for my mom when she's away at meetings.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like I'm getting the hang of things. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm getting there. Yeah, definitely.
He hates it when stuff moves even by an inch. I'd like to order 10 hockey sticks. No, wait. Let's make that 100.
The Yuck scores a puck!
I have to account for some things.
So in student media, I work with Anne and Sherry. Anne is our advertising advisor, and Sherry is our accountant. They've known each other for a long time. They're really good friends. But I think Game of Thrones is interfering with their relationship. Sherry has read the books all the way through, and Anne is just in the middle of season 2 or 3 of the TV show. Anne doesn't want any spoilers. Sherry's taking advantage of this. Every day Sherry comes in and asks Anne,
"Who shall fetch my wine today?"
Wine. It just means coffee. If I don't volunteer to do the errand, whomever she sends to get the wine is the next major character to die.
Wine fetching is such a dangerous occupation. I would hate for something tragic to befall any more of the Starks, for example. Perhaps a Lannister would be more adept at wine fetching.
All right, Anne shall fetch your wine today.
Why do you have to go and make things so complicated, Sarah Jo?
Salp is pretty inclusive. All the student staff are included on the listserv, so I get to see all the parties I'm not invited to.
The student staff play a vital role at Salp, and working here is a great resume builder for me. Yesterday I got to make a ton of copies for advisors, and today I alphabetized Amy's business cards. Look, not a card out of order.
I'm finishing up my last week of my graduate internship here in Salp, and it's a pretty okay place to work. But oh my gosh, the food here in Portland, so good!
Hey, Courtney, what's wrong?
I'm so hungry.
Yeah?
There's never any vegan food at our Salp potlucks.
Oh, wow. Well, sucks to be you.
Generally, we're pretty good about teamwork. We all chip in, but we're trying to be really sensitive now that Sarah's pregnant, you know, not having her lift heavy things and stuff like that. I do have some concerns.
Sarah's making me take notes for her during staff meetings, and I'm pretty sure I see her Facebooking at the same time.
Sarah slammed the door in my face, and she saw me coming.
I just asked Sarah for a spreadsheet. It was just an email with an attachment. There was no heavy lifting, nothing strenuous at all.
I wish I could help, but pregnant. I don't think the baby's up for that. Prego.
Here's the thing. She did send an email with an attachment.
Darren, aloha!
Aloha!
Hi, I'm back. I'm back
Welcome
from
back.
Hawaii. Oh my gosh, I just had the best time ever.
Rachel's a really great boss. She loves Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, I can hear the ocean!
Hey Rachel.
Aloha, Nicholas.
Aloha. How are you?
Aloha. Oh, so good. You know, I just got back from Hawaii.
Yeah. You know, I came to talk to you about the leadership retreat.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you've been thinking about it.
Oh my gosh, yes. I have actually been thinking about it a lot. When I was in Hawaii, when I was laying on the beautiful white sand beaches, we should do this for the leadership retreat. We can't go to Hawaii, but let's bring Hawaii to our students.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking luau, I'm thinking this theme here, ocean, I'm thinking we do a pig. Oh my gosh, and you could also, everyone could wear grass skirts.
Yes,
and I think I could share.
OrgSync is just a scheme for the government to get all of your information. So what I would really recommend is for you to take your budget, invest it in the stock market. I mean, where else would be better for you to put it? You're going to get real world leadership experience, not this fantasy land experience of Salp.
I want to change the name of Salp to Salp. Exactly. So that stands for Student Activities, Leadership, and Followership Programs. Because we can't all be leaders. We need some followers as well. We need some people who follow us blindly. The idea of having a bunch of leaders is just not feasible.
I don't think Felipe's plan goes far enough. I think we should be called SAPLF, Student Activities and Passivities and Leadership and Followership Programs. I think we really should get more funding for student lounges so we can just chill and nap. We always have all of these retreats and orientations and meetings and planning meetings and committees on committees, and I think we should just really practice some self-care.
I'm with the Student Community Engagement Center. It's the branch of Salp that deals with getting students involved in the community to try to make the community a better place for all the populations that live there. And I'm currently working on a project that is a volunteer for pay model, in which the students would be paid at least minimum wage, if not more, to try to entice them into getting involved for the community. Because why else would you want to volunteer, honestly?
Hi, Virginia.
Hey, Rachel.
So, as you know, I went to Hawaii, and I've actually just been drinking this coconut water because when I was in Hawaii, I just learned about how amazing it was. And this kind of coconut water is absolutely delicious. But you know what else is delicious? Oh my gosh, the pineapples. The pineapples are to die for in Hawaii. Oh, and the avocado. I had this amazing avocado.
Okay, we get it, Rachel. You've been home a month from Hawaii. A month!
So, I guess some people have been getting a little irritated about my talking about Hawaii often, which it's kind of surprising to me, especially Virginia's reaction. I mean, I thought she was from Hawaii, so.
I'm from Palau. 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 It's a country in Micronesia.
Here at Salp, we have a lot of diversity. In fact, I work with a lot of students from all over the world. I work with students from Russia. I work with, crikey, students from Greenland. I also work with students from China and Orangeland as well.
Some of us like to get together during lunches and just hang out and play sports. We play basketball, soccer, tennis. A lot of people might not know this, but when you have one weak sense, it heightens your other senses. So, for example, when I'm playing tennis, I like to hear the speed of the ball, or smell whether it's a top spin or a slice. I probably shouldn't have played at the net.
So we had this incident, which is an opportunity to do some workplace safety initiatives. It's made me realize that first and foremost, leadership is about safety, as Gandhi said. And so I've asked Greg to help me put together a workplace safety video.
Today we're here to talk about office safety. The do's and don'ts about surviving every day. Make sure your seat is where you left it before you sit down. Always check to make sure a stapler is not open on your seat. Never drink hand sanitizer. Oh! Ugh. Never shake hands with scissors in your hands.
Greg, this is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda! The other part to my safety initiative are these buttons. We're distributing the buttons to remind people about workplace safety, physical safety, as well as a safe space to be who you are.
All right, let's get started on the agenda for our staff meeting. So first things first, let's talk about the budget. Amy left me in charge for the week because she's on vacation, and I've had to make some pretty hard decisions.
I've really been thinking about sustainability issues, and we're using a lot of electricity on using our computers for OrgSync, so I think we should get rid of it and go back to paper forms.
Yeah, OrgSync, yeah. OrgSync doesn't work. I agree. Thank you. Okay. What else?
Can we get a pet chinchilla for our office?
Sure.
How about what if we bring monkeys to party nut party?
All of these ideas are great.
You know, we have to first cut the money of our spending. Like, we can't just spend money that we don't have on these budgets.
I have an idea.
What is it? Let's hear it.
You know, I think we should just really trim at the top.
Yeah.
So things are pretty much back to normal. I got pretty lucky, I would say, and it just made me question some things. I mean, life. What's it all about?
Flamethrowers? That's awesome. Of course I approve it. And let's get some tequila up in here.
Ali, you're spending way too much time in class. I know you want to keep your GPA up, but it. I mean, you got to go out and get to some parties. You can join a gym, get some abs. That's what's important in life.
Okay. Things have been pretty different since Candace took over. I gotta say though, meetings are a lot more fun at the karaoke bar.
trying to say, girl? Trying to say, oh yeah, it's business time.
Yeah!
It's business time. It's business time.
This is the last time I leave you in charge of anything. A pet chinchilla?
Greg said he would take care of it.
Greg's not responsible enough to take care of a pet chinchilla. Like, I don't even understand where some of these things are gonna go. Bonsai tree.
It's really depressing in the sub-basement.
Well,
for Riaz.
Rogaine.
It's for the chinchilla. It's for the chinchilla.
Hot air balloon is not professional development. I just don't understand. How can you cut org sink?
But Courtney said it would be more sustainable.
Has she never heard of trees? I mean,
what do trees have to do with it?
We can't go to a paper system.
Why?
We just can't do it because it's not 1985!
I'm back in my old position again. Apparently being in charge doesn't mean what it used to mean. I just wish I hadn't ordered all those business cards. What a waste. But I did get to keep the chinchilla.
I'm back. I'm restoring justice. I'm now the super director. It's an incident like this that made me realize I should have been the super director all along. I've won awards. I think it's about time.
Yeah, when they rehired Amy, apparently since I was still the director technically, they had to make her the super director.
Yeah, I'm keeping her around. I'm not getting rid of her. I'm keeping Candace around because you keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. I think Tolstoy said that. Or Putin.